What's up, Cloud Gamers? Welcome to the Cloud Gaming Xtreme channel, your destination for all things cloud gaming. It's that time of the week again, folks. It's time to recap all the cloud gaming news this week has thrown at us. Google Stadia this week saw 2 new games arrive. We find out about 2 games coming soon to the platform, and 2 games that were supposed to be coming will no longer be doing so. Plus, we have another free play weekend upcoming. Xbox Cloud Gaming added 5 more games this week, one of which was a day and date release, but one of them has been out of action since launch for some users. We'll recap what is still to come to Xbox next week as well. GeForce NOW continued with a double figure onboarding of games this week. 11 games were announced, 4 are day and date releases, 2 are what I would consider classic library fillers, and the other 5 are already available but come from a new storefront this week. All of that to come in this week's video, and not much else in all honesty. This was a particularly slow week in terms of news, and now I have said that, next week will probably explode and we'll be run off of our feet. So to make sure you don't miss any of that, you may want to drop a wee like on the video, hit subscribe and ring those bells for all of our upcoming content. Every week we kick off with the Google Stadia news, and we'll begin by getting the disappointing news out of the way first. CGXTREME's Road 96 and Ubisoft's For Honor will not be coming to Stadia as we initially thought. The CEO of CGXTREME had this to say after Stadia wasn't in the conversation when he revealed Road 96 release date. "We did some tests on Stadia last year and this technology is wonderful. The game ran really smoothly on it. If we have the resources and time, we would be happy to release that version of Road 96 in the future. As a studio of 15 people, it's really hard to make several platforms at the same time." For Honor initially appeared on a list of games coming to Stadia from a previous Ubisoft investor call, but a Ubisoft spokesperson had this to say: "There was a mistake and we can confirm that For Honor sadly won't be coming to Stadia." Massive shout out to the team over at Stadia Source who broke this disappointing news this week. Still a good chance Road 96 could make an appearance, but For Honor seems it won't be coming at all. 2 new games arrived this week. Criz Tales and One Piece World Seeker are both available now. Criz Tales is a beautiful indie game inspired by classic JRPGs with their own little time travel elements added and can be picked up for around £35. Action RPG One Piece World Seeker Premium Edition is available for the low price of £15. This week saw 2 brand new games announced, and both will be coming to Stadia soon. Ubisoft's upcoming free-to-play first-person shooter Tom Clancy's X-Defiant and No More Robots Heist Simulator are set to arrive on release. No particular release date for either game right now, but stay tuned to find out when those 2 will be coming. If you are interested, you can playtest Heist Simulator via Steam to find out what you can expect on full release. Finally, we have another free play weekend upcoming on Stadia. Marvel's Avengers will have an all-access weekend from July 29 to August 1st, and I expect we will see this confirmed in Stadia's Tuesday blog post. I also expect this will be available to Pro subscribers only, as the free play days on Stadia usually are. Xbox announced 10 games coming to their cloud service during the week, 5 of which are supposed to be available now. Battlefield 5 and Criz Tales were the first 2 games this week and have been running smoothly for me. Really impressed with the quality considering this service is still in beta. Atomic Crops, Last Stop and Raji, an ancient epic, followed suit a couple of days later, but some, like myself, are having trouble getting Raji to start up. As of the time of recording, this game still isn't working for me. Come on Xbox, get this sorted out for us please. 5 games are still to arrive this upcoming week. Tomorrow should see the arrival of 2 classic Xbox games to celebrate their 20-year anniversary: Blink's The Time Sweeper and Crimson Sky's High Road to Revenge. July 29th should see 3 more games in the form of Lethal League Blaze, Omno and the brand new action shooter The Ascent. 14 more games were updated to include Xbox unique touch controls, Cities Skylines, Darkest Dungeon, Fable Anniversary, Fable 2, Fable 3, Fusion Frenzy, Goner 2, Joyride Turbo, Outlast 2, Steep, The Bard's Tale ARPG, The Bard's Tale 4, the Bard's Tale trilogy and The Wild at Heart. There is now over 80 games available with said touch controls that can be played across Android and Apple devices, plus Windows 10 PCs. GeForce Now announced 11 games in this week's GFN Thursday blog. Crid's Tales was a day-and-date release, available via Steam and Epic. Death's Door is another day-and-date release that has some very positive reviews so far and is available via Steam. Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sector is the third day-and-date release this week, available via Steam and Epic. Orcs Must Die 3 is the final day-and-date release for GeForce Now this week and is available on Steam. Make sure to check out Marchief's comparison on this one if you haven't already. Alan Wake's American Nightmare is onboarded from the Epic Game Store this week, having already been available via Steam. Arcana Heart 3 Love Mark 6 Stars Extend comes from Steam, and until recently this game was only available in the Japanese arcade scene until they developed a PC version. Disgaea 2 PC is that classic library filler I spoke of and is available from Steam. Edge of Eternity, Pathfinder Kingmaker and Siege Survival Gloria Victis all come from the Epic Game Store this week, having already been available via Steam. Finally, World of Warplanes is this week's free-to-play title that is now available from Steam, as well as its previous native launcher. And that is all she wrote for this week's recap, folks. Not as much information as normal, but enough to keep the conversation going. Let me know in the comments below what you think about all of this week's news. Be sure to keep an eye on all of our social channels for the latest cloud gaming news, tech reviews, comparisons and gameplay. Until next time then folks, stay safe and keep on gaming.